Most men over 50 believe that drinking more water is always good. 8 glasses a day. Stay hydrated. Keep your body healthy. You've heard that 1,000 times, right? But here's the truth. No one tells you. If you're still drinking plain water after 50, you might actually be missing one of the simplest ways to supercharge your energy, your circulation, and yes, your performance in bed. Sounds crazy, I know, but hear me out. I'm Dr. Amelia Hayes, urologist and men's health specialist, and today I want to open your eyes to something that could completely transform the way your body works without pills, without expensive supplements, and without anything unnatural. See, as a doctor, I've spent years studying how men age, why their energy drops, why their drive fades, why their morning firmness slowly disappears. And it all comes down to one little molecule that most men have never heard of. It's called nitric oxide. This molecule controls one of the most important functions in your body: blood flow. When nitric oxide levels are high, your blood vessels open easily. Circulation improves. Your heart, brain, and yes, your manhood all get the oxygen and nutrients they need. But after age 50, your nitric oxide production drops, sometimes by more than half. That's why you feel slower, weaker, and less like yourself. And here's the shocking part. Plain water doesn't help you rebuild that nitric oxide. In fact, it gives your body zero of the raw materials it needs to make it. Think of your body like a factory. Water keeps the lights on, but without the right ingredients, the production line just stops. That's what's happening inside your blood vessels right now. They're clean, they're hydrated, but they're empty. That's why you might feel fine on the outside, but deep down your circulation is slowing, your energy is fading, and your confidence is quietly slipping away. But here's the good news. You can fix it, and it starts with what you add to your water. Not coffee, not energy drinks, but simple natural boosters that tell your body to start making nitric oxide again, the same way it did when you were 25. It's not complicated, it's not expensive, it's science. Real biology that works in every man when you give your body the right fuel. And in a moment, I'll show you exactly which ingredients to add to turn your plain water into the most powerful circulation elixir you'll ever drink. Stay with me because the first one is so simple, you probably have it sitting in your kitchen right now. Before we talk about what to add to your water, you need to understand why this molecule nitric oxide is so critical for every man over 50. Think of nitric oxide, or NO for short, as the spark that makes your entire body run smoothly. When you were younger, your body made plenty of it. That's why you could wake up full of energy, work all day, and still have the drive and stamina at night. But as the years go by, your natural nitric oxide production slows down and everything starts to feel off. Your circulation weakens, your heart has to push harder. Your recovery after workouts takes longer. Even your brain feels foggy. And the most obvious sign, when blood doesn't flow easily, neither does performance, especially where it matters most. I see this every day in my patients, men who feel healthy on the surface, but deep down their blood vessels are tightening, their cells are aging, and their nitric oxide levels are running on empty. It's not just about aging, it's about quality of life. When nitric oxide drops, you lose your energy, your endurance, your mental sharpness, and your confidence. And that's not fair because most men have no idea it's happening. No doctor ever told them how to fix it. But here's what makes nitric oxide so special. It's the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax, to open up, to allow more oxygen, more nutrients, and more life to flow through your system. That means better circulation to your heart, better brain function, better muscle recovery, and yes, better firmness and stamina. When nitric oxide levels rise, you don't just feel younger, your body acts younger. Your cells communicate better. Your energy feels natural again. It's like flipping the switch back to the man you used to be. And here's the best part. You don't need drugs or surgery to make it happen. Your body already knows how to do it. It just needs the right ingredients. That's why starting today, I want you to stop thinking of water as just something to drink. Start thinking of it as a delivery system, a vehicle for vitality. When you add certain natural boosters to your water, you give your body everything it needs to turn back on its nitric oxide engine. In the next section, I'll show you the first most powerful ingredient to start with, a bright red superfood that's already been proven to wake up your circulation within hours. Now, let's clear up one big misunderstanding. Yes, water is vital. You need it for every single process in your body. Digestion, temperature, metabolism, all of it depends on hydration. But plain water alone doesn't give your body the fuel it needs to actually create nitric oxide. Think of your body like an engine. Water keeps the oil flowing. But without the right kind of fuel, the engine just idles. It doesn't move you forward. That's exactly what happens inside your blood vessels after age 50. Your nitric oxide factory starts to slow down. Your cells become less responsive. The enzymes that once worked perfectly now operate at half speed. You're drinking the water, but the production line for nitric oxide is running on fumes. Your body needs ingredients, nitrates, amino acids, antioxidants to start the nitric oxide process. Without them, you're just keeping the factory lights on without producing anything. That's why so many men tell me, "Doc, I drink water all day, but I still feel tired, heavy, and my energy crashes by afternoon." It's not the water's fault, it's what's missing from it. And when your nitric oxide production stalls, you start to notice it everywhere. You breathe a little heavier, climbing stairs. You lose that easy confidence in the bedroom. You wake up feeling flat instead of charged. It's not just age, it's poor circulation caused by low nitric oxide. Now here's the good news. You can reactivate that entire system naturally. By adding just a few natural boosters to your daily water, you can bring that nitric oxide factory back online. I've seen this transformation in countless men. Within days, they notice better stamina, brighter mood, and yes, stronger morning reactions because suddenly their body is making nitric oxide again. The blood flow returns, the cells wake up, and everything just starts working smoother. So, if plain water isn't enough, what do you add to make it work for you? The first ingredient is bright red, sweet, and earthy. It's probably sitting in your fridge right now. And once you add it to your morning glass, you'll feel the difference in less than a week. Here's where the magic begins. The first ingredient that every man over 50 should add to his water is beetroot powder. Yes, beets. That deep red root your grandmother probably cooked for dinner. It turns out it's one of nature's most powerful tools for restoring blood flow and stamina. Here's why. Beetroot is loaded with natural nitrates. When you drink or eat nitrates, your body converts them into nitrites and then into nitric oxide. That's the exact molecule that controls blood vessel relaxation and circulation. Now, what makes beetroot truly amazing is that this pathway doesn't depend heavily on your aging endothelial cells. Those are the cells lining your blood vessels, the ones that get weaker with time. So when you use beetroot, you're giving your body a shortcut. You're bypassing that slower aging process and letting your system create nitric oxide efficiently again. Studies have shown this over and over. Just one glass of beetroot-enhanced water can boost circulation within a few hours. That means more oxygen to your brain, more endurance in your muscles, and more responsiveness everywhere else. Let's be clear. We're not talking about caffeine or stimulants or synthetic pills that just fake the feeling of energy. We're talking about your own body rebuilding the natural chemistry of youth. Imagine this. You wake up. You mix 1 or 2 teaspoons of beetroot powder into a large glass of water. You stir it up. Deep red, earthy, a little sweet. You drink it down. Within a few hours, you feel sharper. You feel more awake. Even your blood pressure starts to improve as those vessels open up and relax. And here's what's really interesting. Men who start their day with beetroot water often report feeling more consistent energy throughout the day. No spikes, no crashes, just steady, youthful power. It's also one of the best-kept secrets for improving bedroom circulation. Better blood flow means better firmness, longer endurance, and greater satisfaction for you and your partner. The beauty of it? It's simple, it's natural, it works. Now, I'll be honest. Beetroot alone can do wonders, but when you combine it with the next ingredient, the effect multiplies dramatically because the next one doesn't just create nitric oxide, it helps you protect it. This is the 1-2 punch that most men completely overlook, and it's the key to keeping your nitric oxide levels high and stable all day long. The second addition to your enhanced water is as powerful as it is ancient. Pomegranate. You've probably seen it before. That deep red fruit filled with tiny ruby seeds. But what you might not know is that pomegranate isn't just a fruit. It's a natural nitric oxide protector. Here's what that means. When your body makes nitric oxide, it doesn't stay around forever. It breaks down fast, especially if your body is under stress, if you're inflamed, or if you're exposed to toxins and poor diet. That's where pomegranate steps in. Pomegranate is loaded with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants like punic alans and ellagic acid. These compounds act like bodyguards for nitric oxide. They keep it from breaking down too quickly so it can stay active longer and keep your blood flowing freely. Think of it like this. Beetroot turns on the faucet. Pomegranate keeps the water running. Together, they're unstoppable. Studies have shown that pomegranate supplementation can dramatically improve blood vessel flexibility, reduce blood pressure, and increase nitric oxide availability. In one study, people who drank pomegranate extract saw better circulation in just a few weeks, especially in areas that matter most to men. And when your circulation improves, everything improves. Sharper brain function, more oxygen in your muscles, better stamina at the gym and in the bedroom. Your heart pumps easier. Your recovery feels smoother. And here's something fascinating. Pomegranate also supports testosterone levels indirectly by improving blood flow to the glands that regulate hormones. It helps your body stay balanced and energized. Now let's make this practical. Take 1 teaspoon of pomegranate powder or a tablespoon of pure extract and mix it right into your morning water with beetroot. The combination creates a rich red drink that not only tastes great, but works deep inside your body. You'll start to feel lighter, more alert, more alive. This is the kind of change you don't just see. You feel it in your energy, your workouts, and your confidence with your partner. And here's a secret. This combination of beetroot and pomegranate is backed by solid science. Dozens of clinical trials show measurable improvements in vascular function, oxygen delivery, and stamina. It's not hype, it's biology done right. But we're not done yet, because while beetroot and pomegranate handle 2 of the most important nitric oxide pathways, there's another ingredient that works through a completely different system, and it's one that your body absolutely loves. You'll find it in something sweet, refreshing, and surprisingly effective. That's right. Our next booster comes straight from the heart of summer. Watermelon. Yes, watermelon, that cool, juicy fruit you've loved since childhood. It's not just a refreshing summer snack, it's one of nature's best-kept secrets for blood flow, endurance, and nitric oxide production. Here's why. Watermelon contains a powerful amino acid called L-citrulline. Your body converts citrine into l'arginine, and arginine is the direct fuel for making nitric oxide. Think of citrine as the delivery truck that brings fresh supplies to your nitric oxide factory. When that factory gets the raw material it needs, production ramps up fast. Now, what makes citrulline so special is that it's far more efficient than arginine supplements. Arginine gets broken down in your digestive system, so very little of it actually reaches your bloodstream. Citrine bypasses that problem. It's absorbed smoothly and travels straight to your cells where it's converted into arginine, right where nitric oxide is made. In other words, you're fueling the system from the inside out. And research backs this up. Men who take citrine daily see measurable improvements in circulation, vascular flexibility, and even erectile hardness scores. That's not coincidence. That's biochemistry working exactly as designed. Now, imagine this. You've already got beetroot creating nitric oxide and pomegranate keeping it active. When you add citrine, you're unlocking a second pathway for even more nitric oxide production. Beetroot and pomegranate work mainly through the nitrate-nitrate pathway. Citrine powers up the enziatic pathway. Two different systems, one incredible result: steady blood flow, better oxygen delivery, and stronger, longer-lasting performance. Here's how you do it. Add half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of L-citrulline powder into your morning glass with beetroot and pomegranate. It mixes easily and has a mild, slightly sweet taste. Most men start noticing the difference within the first week. Their workouts feel easier. Their stamina increases. And yes, that morning confidence returns. This combination, beetroot, pomegranate, and watermelon citrulline, forms the core of your enhanced water protocol. It's simple, it's natural, and it supports nitric oxide production from every possible angle. But we're not stopping there because your nitric oxide factory isn't just about production. It's also about the health of the blood vessels themselves. And there's one plant extract that works like a mechanic for your arteries, repairing, tuning, and optimizing the very system that controls your blood flow. It's called pine bark extract, and it's the fourth powerhouse in your nitric oxide water formula. Now, this one might surprise you. It doesn't come from a fruit or a vegetable. It comes from trees, specifically the bark of the French maritime pine. And what it does inside your body is nothing short of remarkable. This extract is called pinogenol, and it's one of the most studied natural compounds for improving circulation and restoring vascular health. Think of your blood vessels as flexible highways. When you're young, they're smooth, wide, and responsive. Blood moves freely, oxygen flows effortlessly, and your energy feels limitless. But after 50, those highways start to stiffen. Inflammation, oxidative stress, and years of pressure begin to take their toll. That's where pine bark extract comes in. It helps rejuvenate the endothelial cells, the same ones that make nitric oxide. It protects them from damage, reduces inflammation, and helps them work like they did decades ago. Think of it as a tune-up for your blood vessels. It restores their flexibility, improves their responsiveness, and helps your nitric oxide levels rise naturally again. And here's what's really exciting. When you combine pine bark extract with citrine or arginine, the results multiply. Clinical studies show that men who used both experienced significant improvements in erectile function, blood pressure, and stamina. Not in months, but in just a few weeks. This is why I call pine bark extract the silent amplifier. It doesn't just boost nitric oxide production, it makes every other ingredient you're using work even better. You only need a small amount, about 1/4 teaspoon per day, of a high-quality standardized extract. And because it's rich in antioxidants, it also supports your skin, your heart, and your brain health. Many men tell me that after a few weeks of this formula, they don't just perform better, they look more vibrant, their skin color improves, their eyes brighten, and they feel a surge of confidence they haven't felt in years. That's the power of real biological repair. Now, if you've been following along, you already have 4 powerful ingredients working in synergy: beetroot, pomegranate, citrulline, and pine bark extract. But we can take it one step further by adding something that not only boosts nitric oxide, but also delivers a full spectrum of natural nutrients your body is probably missing. It's green, it's packed with life, and it turns your enhanced water into a nutrient powerhouse. Let's talk about the 5th booster, leafy greens powder, and why it can take your vitality to an entirely new level. Now, let's talk about something that looks simple but has the power to supercharge your entire system. Leafy green powders. I'm talking about spinach powder, kale powder, or a good quality greens blend. These humble greens are loaded with the same kind of nitrates found in beetroot, but with a twist. They also bring a full spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body uses to repair and strengthen blood vessels. See, most men over 50 don't eat enough greens, and even if you try, you'd need to eat several large salads a day to match the nitrate content in just 1 teaspoon of greens powder. That's why this step is such a game-changer. When you combine greens with beetroot, you're giving your body a broader range of natural nitrate sources, different plants, different nutrients, but all pointing toward the same goal: stronger, more flexible circulation. Think of it like cross-training for your arteries. Beetroot fires up one pathway, greens strengthen another. Together, they keep your nitric oxide engine running all day long. And it's not just about nitric oxide. These powders also give your body vitamin K, folate, magnesium, and phytonutrients that support your liver, balance your hormones, and boost energy production at the cellular level. When you drink this combination regularly, you're not just improving blood flow, you're nourishing your body on every level. Now, here's something I tell my patients all the time. If you're feeling sluggish, if you wake up without motivation, or if you notice that your drive isn't what it used to be, it's not just age. It's a lack of circulation and cellular fuel. That's what these greens help restore. They bring oxygen and life back into your tissues. They feed your mitochondria, the little powerhouses in your cells, so you feel alive again. 1 teaspoon a day is all it takes. Add it to your morning glass alongside beetroot and pomegranate. It gives your drink a rich, deep, green-red hue, and every sip feels like you're waking up your entire body. This is how you age in reverse, not by taking shortcuts, but by giving your body what it truly needs. And if you want to take this even further, the next booster might surprise you. It's not a vegetable. It's not a fruit. It's a root. One that's been used for thousands of years to warm the body, enhance blood flow, and fight inflammation from the inside out. Yes, I'm talking about ginger, and I'll show you how pairing it with a flower called hibiscus creates one of the most powerful circulation elixirs on the planet. Now, let's bring in 2 ancient remedies that work beautifully together: ginger and hibiscus. If beetroot is the builder and pomegranate is the protector, ginger and hibiscus are the energizers. They wake up your circulation and clear out what's slowing it down. Let's start with ginger. You've probably used it in cooking or maybe in tea when you're feeling under the weather, but few men realize how powerful ginger is for their cardiovascular and intimate health. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols, and these have been shown in studies to enhance nitric oxide production naturally. At the same time, they fight inflammation, the silent destroyer of healthy blood vessels. You see, chronic inflammation stiffens and damages your arteries over time. When that happens, your blood can't flow smoothly, your vessels can't expand properly, and your nitric oxide system breaks down. Ginger helps reverse that. It calms inflammation, keeps your arteries flexible, and helps nitric oxide do its job efficiently. Plus, there's an immediate benefit. Ginger gives your enhanced water a subtle warmth and spice. It feels good going down, and it wakes you up from the inside out. Now pair that with hibiscus, a bright red flower long known for its heart-protecting power. Hibiscus is rich in anthocyanins, the same antioxidants that give it that beautiful crimson color. These compounds help relax your blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and promote healthy nitric oxide activity. In traditional medicine, hibiscus tea has been used for centuries to cool the body, reduce tension, and strengthen the heart. Modern research confirms it. Regular hibiscus consumption can reduce both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in just a few weeks. When you combine ginger and hibiscus, you get something extraordinary. Ginger warms the body, boosting nitric oxide and clearing inflammation. Hibiscus cools the system, relaxes vessels, and enhances blood flow. Together, they bring balance, a powerful yin and yang for your circulation. And the flavor, slightly tart, slightly spicy, refreshing, and invigorating, it makes your daily enhanced water something you actually look forward to drinking. This is the secret to consistency. If it tastes good, you'll drink it every day. And daily habits are where transformation happens. Add about 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder and 1/2 teaspoon of hibiscus powder to your mix. You can adjust the ratios until the flavor feels perfect for you. And as you drink this daily, you'll notice something subtle but powerful. Your body feels lighter, your mood steadier, your energy more grounded. That's what happens when your circulation improves. Every cell in your body starts to wake up. But we're not done yet. There's one more category of ingredients that brings everything together, something most men love already, but never realized could actually strengthen their blood flow and enhance their performance. It's rich, it's dark, and yes, it's chocolate. Let's dive into the seventh booster, cocoa and tart cherry, a delicious duo that works deep in your vascular system while satisfying your senses. Let's talk about a duo that tastes like dessert but works like medicine, cocoa and tart cherry. You might think of cocoa as that indulgent treat you try to avoid. But when it's pure, unsweetened, and packed with flavanol, it becomes one of the most powerful circulation boosters known. Real cocoa, the dark kind used in research studies, is loaded with flavanol, plant compounds that strengthen your blood vessels and help them expand when needed. Here's why that matters. As men age, their arteries lose flexibility. They don't open as fast when the body demands more blood flow. Whether during exercise or during intimacy, cocoa vinols train your blood vessels to respond faster and stronger. They improve something called flow-mediated dilation, which simply means how well your arteries expand to let blood rush where it's needed most. When your body does that efficiently, you feel it. Your endurance improves, your recovery feels easier, and your performance in every sense of the word comes back to life. Now, let's add tart cherry to the mix. This bright red fruit is loaded with anthocyanins, the same antioxidants found in hibiscus. But tart cherry adds something more. It reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, helping your nitric oxide stay active longer. It also supports muscle recovery, improves sleep quality, and restores energy overnight. Many men underestimate how important good sleep is for nitric oxide production. Your blood vessels repair themselves while you rest. So when you sleep better, you build better circulation. That's what tart cherry does for you. It gives your body that nightly reset, so you wake up recharged with higher energy and stronger morning performance. And together, cocoa and tart cherry create something truly special. Cocoa activates blood flow. Tart cherry preserves and restores it. It's a 24-hour support system for your circulation and vitality. Here's how to use it. Add 1 teaspoon of pure unsweetened cocoa powder and half a teaspoon of tart cherry powder into your enhanced water mix. You can even make it warm. A morning chocolate vitality drink. No sugar, no caffeine jitters, just smooth, natural power. Men who do this daily often report feeling clearer, calmer, and more connected with their body. They don't crash in the afternoon. They sleep deeper at night, and their performance in workouts and in intimacy feels like it's been quietly upgraded. At this point, you've built an incredible foundation: beetroot, pomegranate, citrulline, pine bark, greens, ginger, hibiscus, cocoa, and tart cherry. But remember, none of this matters if you don't use it the right way. Timing, quality, and consistency are what separate a good habit from a real transformation. So, in the next part, I'll show you exactly when to drink, how often, and how to combine these ingredients to keep your nitric oxide engine running strong every single day. Now that you know the ingredients, let's talk about how to make them work for you. Because this isn't just about what you drink, it's when and how consistently you do it that turns results into transformation. Think of nitric oxide like a light switch. You can't just flip it once and expect the room to stay bright forever. You have to keep feeding that circuit every single day. Here's the key. Consistency creates momentum. The men who see the best results aren't the ones who mix a fancy drink once a week. They're the ones who build this habit into their daily routine, morning and afternoon, like clockwork. Start your day with 1 glass of your enhanced nitric oxide water. It wakes up your circulation, hydrates your cells, and primes your energy system for the day ahead. Then take another glass in the early afternoon before that usual energy dip hits. This second dose keeps your nitric oxide levels steady through your most active hours. If you're doing this right, You'll start to notice subtle changes within days. Your energy won't crash in the afternoon. Your workouts will feel smoother. You'll sleep deeper. And yes, your morning confidence will quietly return. But don't rush the process. The real transformation happens over weeks because you're not just boosting nitric oxide for a day. You're healing the very system that makes it. Your arteries are regaining flexibility. Your endothelial cells are coming back to life. Your heart, brain, and manhood are working together again, the way they did when you were younger. Now, let's talk about quality. Not all powders are created equal. When you buy beetroot, pomegranate, or any supplement, look for organic, non-GMO, and third-party tested sources. You want purity, no fillers, no synthetic junk, no hidden sugars that ruin the effect. Here's a simple way to get started. 1 to 2 teaspoons of beetroot powder, 1 teaspoon of pomegranate, 1½ teaspoons of citrulline, 1/4 teaspoon of pine bark, 1 teaspoon of greens powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, 1 toss 2 teaspoons of hibiscus, 1 teaspoon of cocoa, and 1 toss 2 teaspoons of tart cherry. Mix it once, store it dry, and take 2 to 3 tablespoons daily in water. Taste too earthy? Add a squeeze of lemon or a few drops of natural stevia. Even better, the lemon adds vitamin C, which further protects nitric oxide. You can also split your mix into 2 drinks, 1 in the morning, 1 mid-afternoon too. Keep your levels steady all day. Remember, results don't come from perfection, they come from consistency. This is a lifestyle upgrade, not a temporary fix. And if you ever doubt it's working, just pay attention to how you feel. Your energy, your clarity, your stamina. They'll quietly remind you every day that your body is finally running the way it was meant to. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final powerful message, the kind that can shift your mindset and keep you motivated for years to come. So now you know the truth. Plain water keeps you alive, but enhanced water helps you thrive. For men over 50, this is the difference between aging slowly and reclaiming vitality. You've learned how nitric oxide is the master key to blood flow, energy, endurance, and confidence. You've seen how simple natural ingredients, beetroot, pomegranate, citrine, pine bark, greens, ginger, hibiscus, cocoa, and tart cherry, can transform your body from the inside out. This isn't magic. It's biology. It's your body doing what it was designed to do once you give it the right tools. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, mix your morning glass of enhanced water, take a sip, and within days, you feel lighter, more focused, more alive. Your blood flows better, your workouts feel smoother, and yes, your confidence in the bedroom quietly returns. This is what happens when you support your nitric oxide system naturally. No pills, no side effects, just smart nutrition and daily consistency. And here's the most powerful part. It keeps getting better. Because the longer you do this, the more your body remembers how to stay young from within, your arteries rebuild flexibility, your cells communicate better, your entire system begins working the way it was always meant to. So, here's what I want you to do today. Start small. Add just 2 ingredients to your water, beetroot and pomegranate. Drink it daily for a week. Then slowly add the others as you go. You'll see it, you'll feel it, and you'll know it's working because this isn't just about health. It's about confidence. It's about showing up in your life with strength, clarity, and drive. You deserve that no matter your age. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which ingredient are you going to try first? Beetroot? Pomegranate? Ginger? Let me know in the comments below. Your answer might help another man start his own journey to better health. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell because in my next video, I'll reveal a nighttime nitric oxide secret, a simple ritual before bed that multiplies the effects of everything you just learned today. Until then, I'm Dr. Amelia Hayes. Take care of your circulation and it will take care of you. Stay strong, stay sharp, and keep your blood flowing.